it's Majim and welcome to this new apartment speed build. So for this apartment, as you can guess, the name is a bit weird because I called it Lazy Apartment. And I chose this name because of the story I imagined behind this apartment. So the story is that this apartment is situated in the oldest district of Sanmaishino, I think, because as you can guess, this is in the Spice District. And I actually do think that the Spice District is the oldest district of Sanmaishino. So this apartment is one of the oldest apartments that you can find in Sanmaishino, and actually I was imagining that the building first was a simple townhouse with maybe 2 or 3 houses in it, and then it was renovated into different apartments. And this apartment was really old and it wasn't renovated at all, and one day someone bought it to one day rent it to someone, you know, as an investment. And so this landlord decided to buy this apartment and renovate it and try to make some kind of a industrial apartment. So they started with this wall that you can see with the window, and they tried maybe with the counters and all that, because I was actually thinking that the counters were there since a very long time. They've been there for a very long time and they haven't been really taken care of, so yeah, they got really old and dirty and all that. So this landlord actually started the renovation, but they never finished it. So this apartment, nobody could have thought someone would have rented, except the landlord, who thought, well, it looks really nice this way, so someone will rent it at some point. And it happened. A couple of roommates, I think, would have rented this apartment thinking that maybe one day we can finish the renovation and do this apartment as an entire industrial apartment. So as you can see, I've used the old wallpaper that came with the City Living expansion pack because I thought that this shows that this apartment wasn't entirely renovated. So anyway, those 2 roommates, they decided to move in. They brought with them some few furnitures that they could have found maybe in the flea market or in a yard sale or maybe in their parents' garage or something. So they just brought old furnitures, really old furnitures, and with in mind the idea of renovating this apartment. And in the end, because one of the roommates is actually a lazy guy, he's lazy, and the other one is a party animal, so this guy is never there, or if he's there, it's actually to destroy everything and have fun and dance and all that. So they're not really taking care of this apartment, they're just living in here. And yeah, so this apartment, I've named it Lazy Apartment because all the people that have either owned this apartment or live in this apartment are actually lazy persons who never really done anything in this apartment, even though tried to do something, but they never finished what they started. So this apartment, it's a sad story kind of, because I'm sure this apartment could be really amazing, but nobody went really into the idea of renovate it. And so I had this idea because I created a couple of characters a few days ago, or a few weeks ago, I think. I don't remember, but yeah, I created a couple of characters, 2 guys, one lazy and the other one a party animal, and I was imagining that these 2 were best friends, and they moved in together, and I was just imagining how their life would be. And that's how this idea of this apartment came to me, because I was also trying to make some kind of a industrial apartment, but I tried a couple times in different apartments in Sanmaishino to make an industrial apartment, but I didn't find the inspiration I needed, or I don't know, I wasn't satisfied with what I was doing. So I first started with this apartment to try and do an industrial apartment, and then I had this idea that maybe those 2 guys, those 2 lazy guys, could live in here, and this apartment could have been first intended to be an industrial apartment, and then because of the laziness of those guys, this apartment would have never been done. So that was the idea behind this apartment, and that's why I've called it the Lazy Apartment. And here I'm actually working on the lazy guy bedrooms, as you can probably guess it, with all the dirty stuff and books and clothes on the ground, and he's actually sleeping on a mattress because he couldn't I don't know, he wouldn't like to build his own bed, you know, build the mattress, and not the mattress, but you know, the wood things around the bed, all that. He wouldn't try even to build something like that. He wouldn't like to do something like that. And he's still kind of a child in heart, you know, he still has all of his posters that he had when he was a teenager. And yeah, this room is actually disgusting, I think. And here I'm working on the second bedroom of the second roommate. So this is the party animal, and this bedroom I was thinking that this guy would have had in mind that he would bring a woman with him back at the house when he was coming back from a party or something. So he would bring a woman with him maybe, and he would like maybe for her to see a nice vision of this apartment. So his room is actually quite bare and empty, but it's because otherwise he would have had too much things to tidy up and to take care of, and yeah, he wouldn't like to do that. He wouldn't have time. He wouldn't want to take the time to do that. So yeah, this is what I was thinking for his bedroom. So it's empty, but it's on purpose. And of course, I've made a little and small bathrooms, and yeah, it's basically a bathrooms. So that was the story I had behind this apartment. Of course, you can download this apartment on the gallery, either using the link I've placed in the description or looking for my origin ID, which is Majam11. And if you would like to, I don't know, renovate this apartment and do something better, or maybe try and do an industrial apartment with this apartment, I would love to see this. So if you do this, please don't hesitate to share some screenshots on Twitter with me. You will find the link in the description. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you very soon.